Well, hello there. I think that I should just be able to jump right into things. I had to take a very short break from streaming for about a week until I basically rebuilt my computer. And also I'm working on this like freelance programming thing. But basically when I tried to install some additional RAM in my computer, I bent the motherboard and it just gave out. So I had to rebuild everything. On the bright side, I now have a better GPU, which is an RX 580, and a better CPU, which is a Ryzen 7 1700. So hopefully the frame rates and everything are gonna be a little bit nicer. And if my PSU does not explode, then we should be able to enjoy some slightly more fancy games. Today, we are playing a game by the name of Steel Division 2. It is actually a really nice game in kind of the sort of tactical and grand strategy genre, where you are still controlling units directly but at a huge scale. There's also the Wargame series, and there's also the Steel Division Normandy 44, which is like the first game in the series. This one I picked because it's perhaps the hardest for me to play out of all of them. However, there's like various different tutorials, both for the general mode and the tactical modes. The general mode is basically where you have various historical, I guess, conflicts, and you just play through everything bit by bit. Now, the game itself actually has a bunch of DLC stuff. And I kind of just got the one that's called Burning Baltics because, you know, there's a bit of Latvia in there and I'm kind of stoked about that. But today I think that we will be, at least initially, looking into the simpler campaign. Just because I am a dum-dum and it's kind of hard, right? It is one of those games that I never was very good at. Now, there are sort of animated intro movies, but there's some iconography in there that I don't like too much, so I think I'll just select the Soviets as the faction that we're gonna play and go for the easy AI. And you know, we get kind of an overview of what we're going to be doing here, but like I'm gonna skip over the intro movie. Also, I think it's like super loud for some reason. Okay, here we go.
The first Belarusian front's offensive against the southern flank of the Army Group Center has broken through the German lines on both sides of Bobruisk.
And we get like historical intros about what's going on, which is surprising to me that this game is not actually like mature rated, even though many other games on Twitch are nowadays. Then
Remnants
again,
from the 35th Corps and 41st Panzer Corps are surrounded within the city.
historical themes aside though, I don't think it should be too much of an issue. It's not like
When
the
Hitler
combat
finally
is super
authorized
graphic.
the garrison to attempt to break out and return to friendly lines, the front line had moved 40 kilometers, held only by a weak screen of security units. However, the Germans have dispatched the 12th Panzer Division piecemeal to Marina Gorka to meet the Babrusters halfway.
So yeah, there's a bunch of entrenched positions, and I guess the opponents are gonna try to do like a breakthrough thing.
The Soviets' 9th Tank Corps and 1st Guards Tank Corps are doing their best to reinforce their thin cordon of troops who intend to keep the Germans encircled.
Exactly, and there's also like encircled units that we kind of have to keep that way.
Your objective is to capture and hold Marina Gorka in order to completely seal the pocket and deny the fascists any possibility to save the Bobruisk garrison.
You know, this is actually supposed to be like the easiest campaign. However, I find it a little bit interesting because we have two groups of enemies to sort of worry about. It's not just one front line.
Beware of the latter. Even mauled, 20th Panzer still has claws and might attempt a breakout in your rear. Primary objective, capture Marina Gorka on July 4th at the latest.
Gore, I think, is supposed to be like a mountain or something? Huh.
Mogilev falls to Soviet troops.
And we have captured some areas. Now this is sort of the look at the Army General mode. In the Wargame series, There also were campaigns, but nothing this fine-grained, right? So there's like a whole grid for moving all of the units. Oh, and also, hey Kanik, welcome to the stream. I actually hadn't streamed in a while because, you know, the whole computer rebuild thing, but I figured that I would try a strategy game that I'm not necessarily good at. Now, how this works is that we periodically are going to get reinforcements. So like there's some at the 28th and some at 29th. But before then, we just have to make do with what we have. Over here, we have a bunch of partisan units, but I don't think these necessarily move the front line very much. We have a rifle battalion and a tank brigade. And down here, we also have some units coming to our help, but they are still ways away. And over to the right, we have another such group, as well as some air units, which we can use to kind of, I guess, bomb the opponent positions or just kind of call in on the tactical map. So this is a little bit like the Total War series in that there's like a strategic aspect, but you can also go into battles where it's like real time and everything. Okay, so there's more partisans here, and we want to attack this city. But to get there, we still need to kind of bring all of our units and hopefully destroy the encircled opponents. Now they have just infantry, I think, and some like light tanks here. Oh, those do not look light at all. It is kind of cool that you can actually get information about like all of the units in the sort of strategy view. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the tank brigades over just to prepare for a pretty big clash, right? As for the partisans, I don't really know what to do with them. I might just kind of leave them where they are. I'm just kind of worried that their breakthrough is gonna catch me from behind, so, you know, kind of have to be careful about all that stuff. I'm not sure whether I should start a fight at the very, very beginning, or perhaps get all of the troops into positions and stuff. Like over here, we don't really have any tank opposition, so it would be a good place for an attack. So we can really move up a whole bunch of different units. Also, yeah, this is kind of a late stream for me, but I hope that all of you are doing well today. As you struggle, my two brain cells try to figure out how this game works and everything. Okay, so I can bombard units, and there's also like an air superiority mission. I guess I could assign them to like the combat as a division or something. Okay, let's see, how does this work? Deny airspace. Okay, that's kind of cool. And I could also bomb, let's say, their artillery. Or maybe later their tanks, but for now let's just bomb their artillery. Here we go. So they shouldn't be able to do much. In the tutorial you prevent a bunch of tanks from moving by using the bombardment, but right now I don't think there's much else I can do. I could start combat, but I don't really have any points on these units. I'm not sure whether they'd be able to actually join it. So let's just go to the next turn. Okay, so they are definitely moving forwards. And they're trying to encircle us. And we have our first reinforcements that we can actually call in, although they cost command points. These ones I think I can only call in from this side, but they will help me attack the Bobruisk city. I think that's vaguely how it's pronounced, right? Now we do have our tanks in order here, so I'm just gonna drive them over here and start a battle. Now here we kind of have to figure out which units are gonna join. So we can call in our Air Force, but also get a bunch of these adjacent units on the map. So we have a motorized battalion. Let's see, what else? Also, yeah, you can toggle between bunches of modes, but I don't really remember what most of these are, so yeah. I'm just kind of winging it. So we're gonna have the rifles, we're gonna have the tanks as well. And the bomber regiment, just because I might want to bomb the enemy's positions. Is this wasting a turn? Perhaps, but I need a battle against opponents that are easy to win against. So, just so I can jump into the strategic mode and have a quick look at what it's like. Now, the wonderful thing is that you can actually choose which battalions you're going to control yourself, as well as which ones you're going to give over to the AI. So if I don't want to control the whole army and micro every single unit, I can just be like, okay, here's half of the army, you, the AI, can control it. And I will just take over, you know, some initial forces, I guess, and the fancy stuff like the tanks and the bombers. So let's jump into the tactical battle and hope that my computer does not melt. Okay, so we have them very, very outmatched. And here we are on the tactical map. Thankfully the frame rate is actually holding. But the idea is that there's a bunch of points on the map that we want to capture. And there are two locations where where they spawn. When you start out, you will typically have a bunch of vehicles for your troops. So if I go over here and I choose... what am I going to choose? Okay, so if I just want some infantry, they would spawn in a jeep. And they would be able to drive wherever I want and unload there. And then they would become like an infantry unit. We have 40 points for deploying all of our forces. And we can actually choose what we are gonna spawn. For some reason we have Valentine tanks. That's interesting. As well as a bunch of bombers. So we're gonna get, I think, 2 Tu-2Ss. Oh wait, they have like way different bombs and stuff. That's kind of cool. In the armored group, we have nothing for now. We can't call these units in yet, because they will become available at like a later point in the match. So there are like 3 phases. There's A, B, and C. Yeah, I think these are the only bombers we have. What we are gonna do instead, we're gonna get just a bunch of infantry. Razvedka. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. And we're gonna put them pretty close to like the front line and stuff. We can actually spawn them one by one, so they are on the road in the very, very beginning. There we go. Now you can also choose to automatically deploy units, which is probably the better choice here, but I want to do it myself at least like once. So we're gonna have multiple groups. The AI is telling us to just kind of attack the central point, but there's a bunch of flags all over the map, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 main roads and this forested area. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I will get a whole bunch of units and just kind of throw them all over the place. There's also sappers, which have frag HE shells, so those would be good for defending against like a tank or something. Actually, I think I might just go for some tanks, because tanks are actually pretty good. We don't get many though. We just have like some Valentines, which is still better than nothing when you think about it. Now I should also get some anti-tank guns in case they take out the tanks, but I am running low on, you know, supplies. In the very first iteration, I might be interested in just getting whatever I can out there. There's also a commander, which would prevent our units from surrendering to the opponents in case they are sort of overwhelmed. I do wonder whether we can give orders right now. Yes. In contrast to some of the other games, you can actually give orders, including smart orders, which basically just tell our units what their like main goals should be, and we let them figure the rest out on their own. I think I kind of want the central area of the map, so I'm gonna make a command unit go over here, and it should see cover on its own. So you're gonna seize this area. Just because if I went for this point directly, I think they might actually get there a bit more quickly than I would. But you know what? Since it's infantry, let's just go for the forest. The tank is gonna go for the center though, just so we have some nice firing positions. I think the audio is slightly lagging though, not sure what that is about. We're gonna have some units going for the forested area. And just generally, we're gonna set up some positions wherever we can. Now, I know that there's like keybinds for all of this stuff, but honestly, for now, this is fine, right? Just a vague direction in which the units are gonna go. I think that's all of them, really. So now we can just launch the battle. And all the units are gonna get their own orders. Oh, this is loud. Oh no. I'm gonna very slightly decrease the volume. Still kinda loud. Okay, we definitely need to decrease the volume further. This is hard to figure out, because like in the general mode, the volume is fine. Here, it's very loud. But yeah, you can see all of the units moving up. Now, of course, there is a bit of fog of war, so we don't really see much of the overall map. So I guess the best we can hope for is that our units are gonna move up ahead and kind of look at what the enemies are doing. Also, it's kind of interesting that we have M2s, which I think is like an American vehicle. So we have that whole Lend-Lease thing going on. Yeah, and of course you can change the game speed. Now I kind of want to run into some enemies, just so I could use the Air Force and bomb them. Because even if they have mostly infantry, they are still gonna play fairly aggressively. We can see them kind of pushing up ahead, and we can see the front line, you know, going towards us. And we don't want that, right? We want all of the victory points. So right now, if they maintained map control, we would have like a minor defeat. So most of this is about controlling the map. Okay, we see that they have like a bunch of trucks, so let's call in air units. My only concern is that I might lose track of the actual units, and I'm not sure whether the bomber itself would see them. But it is immensely cool that you can zoom in on every single unit and just kind of follow them around. Now the good news is that they should not have any anti-air units of their own. Wait, what do you mean our men are about to collapse? What? What's going on? I think it's just a message about the map control and stuff. I think the bomber... Yeah, the bomber just dropped what it had on a random location. Because we did not have like direct control over that location, and we did not see where the opponents are. Okay, we are engaging now. So they have some infantry, we have some infantry. I'll try sending in the other bomber. Oh wait, they have some like fighter planes and stuff. Oh no. Okay, yeah, we got them, it's fine. Now we can also tell our troops to move directly, and we can see their infantry coming for us. So let's just tell the tank to engage. It is a light tank, so it should be good for this purpose, right? If it decided to do anything. Can you go and do something? Yes, there we go. And over here we are already in control of the position. Now, we are actually getting a lot of points, so we can absolutely spawn more units and attack some additional points. Let's move in some mortars. Let's move in an armored car. And maybe some like commander units or something. I realize now that I don't actually have that many anti-air units or anything of that type at all. We're still like 7 minutes away from phase B, so I'm just gonna have to make do. So let's get in something with a nicer gun. And aside from that, I really don't know. We have a lot of flamethrower troops for some reason. Not sure what that's about. We could tell the tank to move up. That's probably a good idea. And perhaps push forwards over to that place. I am so confused. It is easy to kind of get overwhelmed, you know? Now, in the next phase, we should actually get the AI helping out. But for now, we are basically on our own. And our tank just got bonked. Oh no. So yeah, apparently tanks are only good when my opponents have them. I wonder if I could move one of my squads kind of just up there. To kind of capture the point behind their back. Okay, so we have a lot of units moving up. Can I tell them to fire at this point? HE shells. There. Oh wait, that's my unit. I almost ordered my troops to attack friendlies. Oh no. Yeah, I guess I'm out of the mortar range actually, so I would have to move up. Okay, what the heck is going on over here? Oh wait, so that's like a specialist squad. Okay, okay, I get my error here. We're about to have a major defeat. Oh no. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, this is why I'm not good at the game. I can never figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. The game's just like, okay, here's a tutorial, have fun. And you do the tutorial and you still have no idea how anything is supposed to work. I mean, I can just push to the next point, right? Yeah, I think we're losing here. Somehow I lost most of the map despite having like 5 times more units than the opponents. This is a train wreck in slow motion. Oh no. 6 minutes. That has got to be some sort of a speedrun for losing a war. Okay, so I got some kills, but I lost all of the map control. And apparently I learned something, except that, you know, that wasn't me, because I'm still clueless. This is just gonna go constantly downhill, I think, from here. Major defending victory. Ouch. So that was like 1 or 2 units. I am not sure what I'm gonna do against a fortified city worth of troops. Okay, we could probably do a way bigger of a battle here. Move up some partisans as well. And just make sure that they can't, you know, push us out of our current position. And hope that we get some reinforcements soon, because this is not going too well. Oh no. I mean, I could just pull back my units to help that battle over there. And keep some infantry to the side here. Now you can also resolve most of these battles in this strategic view. My only problem with that is that it's not very, you know, fun to play that way. Okay, so let's go to the next turn.
General Field Marshal Bush is relieved of his command. General Field Marshal model replaced
Okay, so they are replacing their commanders for some reason.
with 9th Tank Corps.
And I would have some more reinforcements available, I guess. Why do I have the partisans selected? Hello? Game? Did I just bug out the UI or something? I can't do anything. Oh wait. It just... the enemy turned past and I was confused because it didn't really seem to show that well. Okay, so... we have some tanks. That's nice. Some self-propelled artillery. And more infantry. I think I could try attacking on this side. I'm not sure what the power balance would be though. So there's like a rifle brigade available and another rifle brigade. And the tanks are, I think, only available from this side. I don't have the points for those. I do have enough points for... Actually, no, I do. I could get this one. There. What do I do? But the unit here is disorganized, meaning that I would probably want some other troops to engage instead of those. You know what? Let's jump right back in and try to do better this time. Wait, what do you mean we can't attack? I guess we need to move up. Aside from that, I guess we can move the troops that we have closer to the city for the main engagement. Yeah, can't attack. Odd. So next turn.
Across the Berezina, north of Minsk.
Oh, so they are moving on the road and trying to move around me. I get it. And these ones are just falling back. Okay, so what else are they doing? There should be like a camera mode where we can follow the opponent movements. That would probably be interesting. I think I could make my troops go over that lone unit there, but just one against one. Then we can move the tanks up, as well as the self-propelled artillery. Let's encircle this unit and hope for the best. Let's move the partisans up a little bit, just to cut off an advance for them. Aside from that, maybe we can put those bombers to good use, wherever they may be. Hello? Oh no, don't tell me that the bombers need some time to like replenish supplies or whatever. Oh, that's odd. They should be here. Am I missing where my planes went? Because quite literally, I don't see any. They were just all vibing here. I'm just gonna call my, like, superiors or whatever and be like, sorry, I lost your Air Force. Can you please help me find it? Oh no. I am confusion. Okay, so I guess we're attacking with no Air Force. Whatever. Now we're gonna have a bunch of tanks. And this time we should be able to use both brigades in the first phase, more or less. Right? If I'm reading this correctly. We're gonna have the self-propelled artillery and a lot of infantry. Seems bad, right? So this is gonna be a tactical battle. And this time I think I will entrust more control to the AI. And just kind of vibe on the sidelines and try to put the tanks to a good use. Maybe even give the artillery regiment over to the AI. Let's go for that. Not only that, but I'm not gonna try placing all of the units myself this time, but rather just tell the AI, hey, you know, I trust you, so, you know, you place everything. So they do not have as many forces here in the first phases, but they're gonna get some pretty serious reinforcements on phase C. Oh, there's a lot of units being placed. We have Skynet on our side. Let's see what our own deployments look like. Okay, so apparently it kind of took all of that side of the map and left the left side to us. Which is kind of cool, although I fear that if it's not backing me up here, I will lose everything very, very quickly. My problem always is that I just don't maintain any sort of like map control, and I don't know how. Because if I focus on the roads, they just go through the forests. If I focus on the forests, they go on the roads. And if I split my forces out too thin, they quite literally just bonk all of my forces. Also, it would be cool if these smart orders would actually show for like all of the units that I've told to go and do stuff. Because otherwise I could assign like the same position to capture multiple times, and that's a bit of a mess. What is this unit? What are you? An M2, but no smart units available. Smart orders, no smart orders available. Not sure why. Let's go over there. And some units to the side. So we should have all of the positions basically covered. Now this time, it seems like we have a bunch of tanks. Various different units here again. I kind of wish we would get like English names and explanations of what each of those are good for. Although there's a lot of customizability to the interface, so maybe I am just missing some option. Also, yeah, there's like scaling of units. That's interesting. What does this actually do? Will it increase the size of the units? Like visually? Or what? I don't get it. But yeah, we do have a bunch of tanks and some infantry. Assault squads. Rifle squads and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, anyways, that should be enough for us to kind of jump in and see how well we do this time. So we just placed a lot of units. And everyone just has the same order to go to the nearest point and seize it. Which means that they're gonna go over there and they're gonna dismount. Now what is the AI doing? Pretty much the same, just moving up ahead. Okay, so we have like a bike with a machine gun that's suppressing their infantry. Okay. We have some tanks, we have some infantry. No idea why they dismounted here. Maybe that's because they're close to the point. Can I unload all of you? No, I don't think that these units actually leave their vehicles. Okay, we are taking out their like tanks and stuff, so that is good. We're gonna get in some units here as well, though. Just because this area is not covered by anything, so we probably want some units here. Also, look, the AI is actually spawning units like nearby to kind of help us out. That's so cool. And we can see that they already have some units in the forest. We could just get an anti-tank gun here. And maybe a leader unit as well. Oh wait, they have infantry right next to the tank. Okay, yeah, a bunch of tanks, that worked out nicely for me. They do still have... Yeah, that one unit here. Can we bonk them? Oh no. They took out a whole tank with whatever the heck that unit was. This is not going well for me. Okay, wait, maybe I can get some like anti-tank units. There we go. Go in the forest. And some with launchers. And an infantry gun. And some snipers. The idea is that the snipers maybe can engage those units, but maybe not, I don't know. I have actually no idea how someone with a machine gun can shoot over a whole friggin' gulf. That's so odd. Okay, in the center, all the units are just kind of vibing. It's fine over here. Maybe I should push up ahead a little bit. So some like machine gunners and stuff. There. Okay, so right now it looks like it's gonna be a draw, but somehow the AI is just moving up insanely efficiently, and I'm struggling with the starting area. Because it seems like they have MGs here that prevent infantry from doing anything. Come on, just go there. Okay, that MG is gone. But like, they have something pinning down the infantry, and they still have that weird, like, armored vehicle somewhere here. And I don't know where, it's just webbing in the forest. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're gonna seize the location. Move the 45mm gun up. And we're gonna seize that position. There we go. Well, technically we have it, but we're gonna guard it. Okay, so far this seems to be kind of working. We can actually move up some of our units. We have some snipers. What is this? Is that a captured tank? Oh no. Well, what can I do against that thing? Tanks, tanks, tanks. I could really use some tanks. Actually, yeah, why am I not using more tanks to just push up ahead here? Like, this place is dangerous, but the actual middle there should be more or less free, right? Yeah, okay, this seems to be working. So now what? Because all of their units are gone from this side, I can just order them to seize something further up ahead. Now our tanks are also rolling up. We still have one tank here, but I'm not sure why it's not like engaging any opponents. Okay, let's go onwards. I think we bonked their tank. Yes, yes, there's a tank-shaped wreck. Oh wait, no, that's just a truck. They better not have hidden a whole tank somewhere in the forest. Yes, they definitely did. They have a tank that's just sitting in the forest and vibing. Okay, here we go. Their driver is down. So we should be able to destroy it. There we go. Done. Tanks are usually not known for their stealth. We have a bunch of infantry moving up. And also some tanks. So let's just tell them to seize that place. Like all of the T-34s. Maybe have some units in the forest nearby. And move these ones up. Seems like they have something going on in the center. Because I have a whole bunch of resources, I could just dispatch some units to nearby points, right? And of course some tanks as well. There's a Panzer III. I mean, we have 2 tanks, we can probably intercept that one. And maybe some commanders as well, because why not? Oh, there's so many tanks moving up. You know, I feel like this game is a little bit like the Supreme Commander game from basically back in the day. It's just strategy at a pretty large scale. And honestly, without the AI help, I would be 100% overwhelmed. But as it stands, with that help, I can actually win sometimes. So yeah, a whole bunch of kills, although honestly mine were about half of what the AI did. And then my losses were also twice as high. But hey, we still won. I will still claim that that's totally thanks to my valiant efforts, right? Just brave cat people noises. So yeah, total attacking victory. So their tank unit is now gone. Which basically means that I should be able to push inwards towards the main city now. Now, I am actually supposed to be capturing that one, but I kind of feel like I need to take out this sort of entrenchment and everything, right? Plus maybe get some like reinforcements as well. Something down here. Rifle division. Yeah. This one. Because we probably want to slowly set up a bunch of units here so they can't push through, which they're kind of trying to do with artillery, no less. I could probably cut them off with a bunch of partisans. Because of course I could. I can actually attack their artillery. Interesting. With the partisans, I guess? Oh wait, no, just a single unit. I'm not sure whether this is wise. I mean, they still have some like infantry with them. Probably a good idea to leave that for later turn. What about this side though? I guess I need to cross the river and stuff first. Okay, so the moment our first unit went into the city, immediately it was declared liberated. That's being quite liberal with your definitions. Okay, I can't attack because I don't have the points, I don't think. I need to wait for a bit longer. Also, I can't really cross the river with the motorized troops, I don't think. I could, however, move closer to those units. Aside from that, I think we're kind of good here. We can't do much else. Maybe order all of these to go towards the main area. Okay, so there's some bombardment going on. And they have like partisans or whatever in the forest. It doesn't feel like I quite have a grasp on the situation. Like, they have some disorganized units and we have the numerical advantage, I think. But at the same time, still, it feels like this could go south really, really quickly. Oh wait, I could actually attack their artillery unit now, so let's see what this would look like. So we can pull in 2 units of partisans. Doesn't inspire confidence. Yeah, perhaps it's a bit early for that. On the bright side, we can commit some tanks to the left flank now, so, you know, that's nice. And also some reinforcements. More infantry. Not sure whether this is very smart, but it's better than nothing. Now we could also use the auto-resolve for this. Hello there, Javelin. Do I play a lot of Steel Division? Not at all. I actually decided to stream this game just because I'm very, very bad at it, to be honest. But it still feels like a well-made game. I used to play a bit more of Normandy, which is like the first game in the series. Aside from that though, I rather enjoy the Wargame series. You know, Red Dragon and Airland Battle and all of that stuff. Although even that sometimes feels like it's a bit difficult to get my head around. So there's also games like Hearts of Iron, which are just great, to be honest. Oh yeah, Warno, that's like the new one. Honestly, I will probably be waiting for like a sale and then just grabbing it as soon as I can. Because it feels like it would just have wonderful, wonderful vibes. It's basically like an improvement upon Wargame. Okay, so let's do kind of a bigger scale battle. So we're gonna have tanks in there, we're gonna have some artillery, and a bunch of, I guess, motorized troops. Still no air. It's like Steel Division but modern, or like 80s. Oh yeah, like Cold War. I mean, if they'd have like a campaign mode like this, then that would be pretty cool. Although honestly, I really like campaign modes in most games when, you know, you have like dynamic sort of structure. It's not just one mission after another. So there's also this wonderful RTS game called Iron Harvest. And that one, honestly, that one is great, right? Because it also has this sort of campaign mode that was eventually patched in. Okay, so I guess I'll give the tanks to the AI. I will have control over a bunch of infantry, the motorized rifles, and some artillery, I guess. Here's hoping this does not bite me. then again, the AI would be in control of basically every unit in the first phase. Oh, so you get like M1A1s and T-80s. And helicopters. I mean, I remember playing Red Dragon, and it also had some pretty cool like helicopter units and stuff. Although the Wargame series games feel very sort of fast-paced. And before Red Dragon, like the previous ones, didn't even have control over how fast the game advances. And that was kind of a bummer, because sometimes I just like to go into slow motion when playing against the AI and spend some time thinking and looking at the map and stuff. And it's wonderful when single player games let you do that. Okay, so over here we have basically a bunch of artillery, I think. On this side, Su-76. Although, honestly, those are mostly like anti-tank as far as I know. So we might want to move to an area where we just have visibility for a long distance, so no infantry will sneak up on us. Although we get like counter barrage, or counter battery, I guess. So this still feels like artillery. Alright, and we can fire upon positions and smoke positions. So yeah, this is still an artillery vehicle. Okay, that's fair. We're just gonna move them over there. Warno is held to micromanage sometimes. Lots of missiles and stuff to react to. Yeah, I mean, that's true. There is a fine line between games that have like a huge scale and are enjoyable, and games that just kind of feel like, you know, you're expected to control 50 units at the same time. Okay, maybe let's just go for the forest. Why not? In the beginning here, I won't be controlling all that many units at all. Okay, that's all just... they did not really spawn many troops that could capture positions. Let's go there. Warno has a less artillery spam. Oh, artillery spam would be 100% my jam. I would just build an army purely out of artillery if I could. Just sit back and point at the parts of the map that I want gone. 10 out of 10. Oh, there's a lot of units here. Oh no. Okay, the infantry won't be able to do anything. Okay, so there's a... Right. So we have artillery going off. That's good. That's great. Yes. Artillery spam. My jam. Although it feels like I would need way more units to be actually effective with artillery. Right now we can just kind of suppress them and prevent them from being effective at attacking, but other than that, we're kind of on our own. Also, yeah, we'll probably want to bring in some supply trucks to bring more ammunition and stuff, right? Because otherwise we're actually gonna run out. And that's not good at all. Oh, we are getting shelled as well. Oh no. Counter battery and counter battery. And you too. Oh, we really should move away from here. Oh fudge. Okay, you should go play multiplayer, and it's not too fun when your entire infantry division gets ripped apart. Oh no. Yeah, that's honestly why I prefer to play multiplayer. Just because it's so... Wait, no, single player. Just because it's so much more of a chill experience. I can sit back and fool around even though I'm never gonna be like particularly good at it. And for that there's either mods or messing around with like the difficulty settings and stuff. Can I fire at... Oh, this is very fine-grained. I can't just mark all of this area that I wanted gone. Oh no. But like also there's the Men of War game, which honestly has wonderful mods. Like there's a Star Wars mod and there's a Warhammer mod, and I really love when the community makes a game like infinitely more replayable. That is great. Yeah, never place artillery next to each other. Yes, that's a big brain take. I did not listen. Oh no. I should probably spread them out. Okay, so the AI is doing something, and I'm just kind of vibing. You're still getting shelled so badly. Maybe I should just select everything and be like, okay, counter batteries. When you hear enemy artillery, you bonk them. Which makes this slightly worse because I can't actually use them for much myself. But at least I can delete their artillery wherever it may be. See? We just heard that there are some over here and we are shelling them. Move your artillery after every salvo. That's not a big problem when I no longer have artillery. Oh no. Once we hit phase B, I am basically done. Because at that point, I would have to control another whole brigade, and I don't think I'd be able to do that all that well. Okay, more units. What do? I should probably do whatever I can to capture positions, but I have no units that can actually like do that. I just have like a commander unit and some supply trucks and more artillery. That's literally all I have right now. But yeah, you can focus your guns on a single place to do maximum damage. The AI isn't doing a great job at capturing objectives, though. I mean, we're slightly pushing back, but unfortunately, it might be a bit too late. Товарищ капитан. So we're comrade captain. I'm not sure whether that makes sense, but hey, neat. Okay, maybe I can move up a little bit. Let's go up with the infantry. This totally won't go wrong, right? Attack their cannons and move up a little bit. Yeah, because we are getting shelled, we should do something. I don't think the infantry units are even moving. Oh no. Come on. Открыть огонь. That means open fire, I think. Okay, yeah, we are deleting this whole area. A rip. Aside from that, we're gonna get shelled now, so counter battery. Yeah, there's something over here, I think. My troop composition is a bit goofy. Honestly, my entire strategy is goofy, because I do not have a strategy. Also, the AI is just literally vibing. It doesn't even have, like, toad units. Delete. Yeah, shouldn't move infantry through open areas. But the thing is, I don't have tanks, right? I will only get those units in phase B, and until then, I am literally stuck with only artillery. Which is good, because hey, we have a bunch of artillery, I love it. But it's not good in the sense that we're gonna have a major defeat in like 6 minutes. But hey, in a sense, you can totally see the inspiration from the first Steel Division game. So like, in Normandy, it was all very rock, paper, scissors, right? Infantry without support doesn't do well, tanks without infantry don't do well. It was an interesting balancing act, to be honest. There we go. Let's delete some more opponent units. I do find the camera a little bit odd. Like when it zooms in, there's like this jump. There we go. Good job. Also, hey Vixen, welcome in. We are struggling at like an RTS game. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh no. We're just trying to click on places on the map and to delete them with artillery. And somehow it is working. Aside from the fact that we're about to have a major defeat in a few minutes. Oh no. Artillery has AP rounds, so I can use them as tanks. That's very cool. Hey, we have phase B, which means that I can spam rifle troops. We're gonna have some troops there. We're gonna have some troops here, some troops here. I don't think I actually have proper, like, armor. Yeah, I don't have armor. So I'm literally gonna Zerg rush them. We're gonna spam some here and some like SG-43s here. Let's just do absolute chaos, because why not? I should probably throw in some like command units as well, but I don't have the brain cells for that right now. 1 machine gun and 10 PPSHs. I mean, what do you want? They probably would have had most in the guns at most otherwise. Oh wait, I think I'm shelling my own units. Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's just where they're gonna go. So they're gonna go straight into the area that was shelled. Oh, look at all of those units. We're gonna spam the heck out of our enemies. Hey, you know what they say, you miss all of the shots you don't take, so when it comes to PPSHs, you just keep shooting. That's about it. Oh, they have so many heckin' units. Okay, yeah, we are finally revealing what's going on the map, and they have a lot of tanks. I'm just pushing everything I have got. Sort of vaguely in the direction of forests, with the hopes of capturing some of these objectives. Oh, they have so many units, what the heck. My army is getting deleted instead. They won't take any shots on a map like this. I mean, true. I mean, I could just unload them at the nearest forest and tell them to seize the objectives from there. After I'm done shelling the actual forests. I don't know how much will remain. Oh, that's Vedka, so these troops have bazookas and stuff. These units are still somehow sticking around. They've been pinned down for like friggin' forever. Oh no. Also, how come I haven't run out of ammo yet? Put a hunt order. I mean, that's... Actually, what's the difference between seize and hunt? So they would engage anything in view, and seize is kind of similar, I guess. Oh yeah, these ones. Okay. Yeah. Go and hunt. Okay, so these troops are no longer pinned down, but we're about to get defeated. Okay, let's just get in some mortars as well, because why not? At this point, I don't think it matters much. We're getting defeated in 1 minute. I mean, the AI is trying to support us, and it is finally spawning some decent tanks and stuff, but I think it's a bit too little too late. Come on, go to the buildings. The building almost got deleted. Yeah, and they still have control over the point because there's just so many of those units there. And of course we're losing there because there's a bunch of like open ground and they have units overlooking that area. I mean, I had some units with PTRSs, but can't really spawn them yet. There's also some anti-tank guns, but these wouldn't be all that nice near a forest, so you know. Just the best strategy of eating everything at those units. But yeah, we are basically done. And some of our artillery is gone as well. Ouch. I think what's missing is like a replay mode or something to kind of reveal the whole map and to show you where exactly you went wrong. Because honestly, that would be cool. So yeah, we each got a few kills in, but the opponents were like infinitely more effective here. Major defeat. Oh no. But hey, at least the game feels well made, even if, you know, I'm not good at it. Let's have some tea and think about what we can do next. I mean, we have a bunch of troops here, but also just one tank unit. Can you invite friends to play in campaign? I don't think you actually can. That would be very cool though. Okay, so now what? It is so odd when you spend like half an hour or something in a single battle, and then you go back to the campaign map and you have to deal with the consequences of your actions there. What can I do? I can't call in any reinforcements here, although this unit is very close to the spawn area. That's odd. People over here, I don't think we have enough to mount an attack. And all of these units, they don't really have any movement points. We can't really start another battle here yet either, so we're just gonna skip ahead. Oh, and we just got attacked here, so we have a motorized rifle battalion versus a regiment. I'm just gonna auto-resolve. Because our attack failed, so if they're attacking now, maybe they're gonna fail as well. Oh wait, they have air! Oh no. Attack has failed, so these units are just kind of looking at each other angrily. Okay, they're moving up ahead a little bit. I kind of want to go around and flank them. But even with like some roads to move across, this is not happening all that quickly. Also, I still don't know where my air units went. There was a bunch of them here and now they're all gone. Maybe they were just like a single-use thing. Who knows? What's the actual objective like? When was the final date by which I was supposed to control both of the points? Because I am barely controlling the city. Because, you know, we're all disorganized right now and can't really do much. And aside from that, I'm just kind of spread out thin. Let's jump into battle. Yeah, that seems like a fair engagement. Just we're gonna have a bunch of units, and so will they. Motorized rifles. Yeah, a nice amount of troops in there. And this time, me and the AI, we're gonna split stuff evenly. Well, for the most part. I'm gonna take over the tanks in, you know, the B phase. And half of the infantry in C phase. Somehow this feels like it might be a bit overwhelming. But hey, let's see how well, or rather how horribly, we do. I know that people say, basically, hey, you know, the AI kind of cheats and it sometimes has more resources than you do, which is the case in most RTS games. But at the same time, the AI does not need more resources than me to, you know, kind of bonk me. I kind of feel like I should just play super defensively. And maybe go for this area and not overextend. So we're just gonna go and let's say seize this area. Right? Something like that. And then go for this area. And that's all for initial units, really. Doesn't feel too bad. It still feels to me that someday I might have to like develop my own game that's a little bit like this. Because honestly, if you want a game that's mechanically suitable to the way you want to play a game, you might as well just write your own. Even if it's gonna be like super basic and stuff. Because there's this RTS game engine called Spring, which powers a bunch of RTS games out there. Or I could see how far you can get in a more generic game engine, like let's say Unity or Godot. Okay, I'm getting bonked here. Oh no, oh no. Am I a coder? Yes. I'm actually a software developer by trade and education, but I sometimes dabble in a little bit of game development as well. Okay, apparently all of the units decided to just go in the forest. Oh, fudge. Yeah, this is not going well. What the heck is going on here? Seize that point. Yeah. And they are pushing me with artillery. Darn it. Okay, go over there. Just hunt. Yeah. And I can't actually attack their cannon because of reasons that I don't know. Can you do it now? Are you not too far away? No, I don't even know where the unit is. Oh, fudge. Okay, there we go. Now we can attack. So we had to manually unload the unit from the vehicle. That's kind of a bummer. And their unit spamming the absolute heck out of us. Yeah, we are absolutely gonna lose this. The AI is somehow doing better than I am. Where the AI is getting so many units from, I have no idea. Or how I lost basically everything I had deployed. Who could have predicted this? Also, me giving the seize order and the units deciding to just get out in some flooded forest. I like the words to describe this. Like, what made you do that? You could have just sat in your car and you could have driven all the way over to the city. And it would have been fine. Paris, ложись. Pain. Maybe I can just go through the side here. Okay, see, the units that I just told to move directly to the point I want captured, all of them got there almost instantly, whereas these people, they're still wading through a forest. I'm starting to think that the seize order is perhaps not the best thing you should use. I don't think we're even gonna make it to phase B at this rate. Wait, why do they have a unit that far back? This is odd. They sent a bike unit to our spawn. They're trying to spawn camp us at this point. How could they? How dare. Rude. Okay, let's see, what else can we do? Some more infantry. Let's just make them rush the enemies. And an SG-43, let's go. Okay, so our mortars can at least provide some cover. Not sure how much ammo. Okay, we have 20 shells. So we're gonna go over here and then we're gonna just rush them. And these units are gonna try to maintain control over the village. Okay, you're gonna go there. And all of you now just push. There we go. Literally their only goal is to take some of the objectives and hopefully survive long enough for some additional reinforcements to get there. We're gonna unload at this position. Wait, we could actually go here, right? Okay, the shooter is down, but we should still get to this area and then we can sit in the forest and hopefully return some fire a bit better. There we go. They just have to move through the forest. Okay, yeah, the unit's dismounted for some reason, and we're getting bonked over there. Yeah, I don't know what I could do here. We are kind of holding the map, but we still have defeat looming over us. Plus it doesn't help that they're shelling the actual point. The buildings won't hold out forever and we're gonna lose the unit sooner or later. I think I'm just gonna build a little pool of units back here where it's safe and then attempt to charge them with everything I have. Because it's still 2 minutes until phase B. Okay, so it seems that at least the attack over here kind of worked out and they're falling back. Okay, these boys are just gonna sit back in the forest. You are gonna go back into the forest as well. I think the infantry is just gonna sit back for a little while and try to kind of support us when needed. You know, strengthen numbers, but we need the numbers first for that. As long as artillery doesn't actually get us. I can't help but to wonder how well I could actually do when trying to program a game a bit like this. Because with RTSs you typically need to do some like really clever logic around resource management. Because all of these units have a lot of detail to them. Well, maybe not on my graphic settings, but in general. And so when you zoom back or zoom in, you need the transition to be smooth with like the level of detail and all that other stuff, right? Okay, we're gonna hunt. Yeah. There we go. And I do wonder how well a game engine like Unity would do with something like this. Oh no, please move. Please move. These units are stuck. Okay, you're gonna unload at this position. Yes. And these units are moving to attack the forest, because why not? Okay, 10 seconds until phase B, and that's when we should get like the good units. Okay, you're gonna unload. You're gonna unload. We got so many units now. Okay, so tanks. We are pulling in a few tanks to attack this location from a distance. Then one more for this location. One here. And a few here. There we go. Just as many tanks as we can get, hopefully not at target distances too close to where our enemies are. There we go. Now I should probably focus on this side, but it seems like the AI is more or less handling it just fine. There we go, should be fine. Also, hey, we have a number rounding bug. We get 8.66667 points every period. Nice. Okay, basically we are pushing towards the forest. These units are pinned down. I don't think they have a bright future ahead of them. Oh no, but still, we will have control over the point eventually. Hopefully, thanks to these tanks in particular. Wait, why did you stop? Oh wait, we are firing at them now. So one just got blown up. Seems like, yeah, they have anti-tank guns. Let's just focus all of our fire on them. And if they bonk some of our tanks, obviously the answer is to just get more tanks. Initially I thought that maybe I'd think about strategy and so on. Right now I'm just like, okay, listen, wave tactics, we got this. We got the material. Maybe I need to push machine gunners up there, right? I kind of expected my tanks to be a little tougher than this, though. They're absolutely getting bonked. Some infantry as well. Maybe I can push the side, right? And also some AT troops. Seize. Let's seize that place. My troops move so incredibly slowly though. Okay, maybe it's time for us to kind of try and push towards the center of the map. Because that is where they have a bunch of units, so you know. Get some more tanks and hope for the best. Although, of course, going down the main road is probably not the smartest of strategies. This might backfire really, really badly. Yeah, there we go, they have an MG42. We're turning that whole hillside into a crater, but it seems like they're unfazed, basically. Can we bonk them, please? The tank is not doing much. The infantry that we just ordered to charge them also isn't doing much. Okay, you're gonna go and charge them there. Also, yeah, they have some artillery over there. I really want to get it. But it's so hard. The heck with it, we're just pushing. Okay, you're gonna push here. We're gonna have a support group with mortars. We're gonna have some sappers and some more units, just so we secure this point. And then the people over here, I guess they're gonna do their own thing. And hopefully, eventually, succeed. Oh, we really need to move. Why are we just... This feels horrible. You tell the AI to seize a position and it picks the first place where it can just kind of sit back, vibe, and get bonked by artillery. This is why I keep losing like half of my army. Oh no. Okay, so let's get some assault squads in here. And a commander. A commander unit's probably gonna be really helpful. Go hunt. Attack that position. Well, at least our push over here seems to be working. Maybe I need to use the hunt order more. There, you're gonna go there. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a draw in 18 minutes, so we are very slowly turning this around. Hey, listen, unit spamming, turns out that sometimes it does work out. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna hunt that unit. So this flank of theirs is not very well guarded at all. We're actually gonna take the tanks and rotate back towards the center of the map. Just to have some better hopes at like actually winning. Oh, they are pushing through here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, wait, can I take some of those units that I just spawned and move them over to the side? Like, go here. Go there. How did we lose that whole area? What the fudge? Oh no. How did we lose so much ground so quickly? What the heck? This makes like 0 sense. I guess that's because we didn't actually like secure these areas and we kind of forgot about them. So if there's a unit that kind of expands their front line. So that is our issue. Okay, go there, attack. Okay, unload that position here. Unload there, okay. Oh, they have so much artillery, what the frick. Oh wait. Oh no, I think we got to phase C. Which basically means that we get access to like all of the units left. So probably what I want to do is spam the heck out of whatever I can. And just kind of hope for the best. So we're gonna have a bunch of AT troops and as much infantry to the actual like forests, so they have some like cover going on. Aside from that, I really don't know. They have a lot of artillery. I can't really do much against that. Maybe some, like, mortars and stuff. I really don't know. Now, luckily, the AI should kind of help me win this. So we're not completely hopeless here. We're just spamming as much infantry as humanly possible towards the center of the map. There we go, that's it. There we go. This is basically the extent of this game. Now there are modes, especially in multiplayer, where you can have many parties. I think I've seen like 10 versus 10 or something crazy like that. But still, a lot of units. Like most of the map is just full of units right now. If you zoom in, it looks like one of those city builder games, just like lines for transportation and stuff. Except that there's just a crazy amount of like soldiers moving all over the place. And there's like artillery going on. It is honestly perhaps a modern day successor to the Supreme Commander games. Mostly because that game also melts my brain. Wonderfully well made, but for something like this I would probably need at least 3 brain cells instead of the 2 that I am somehow getting by with. I still wish I had like just a bunch of artillery that I could spawn over here and then just erase this whole sector of the map. If I would ever make my own RTS game, you could absolutely decide which units you're gonna produce. It would be a bit like Hearts of Iron, except way more focused on the actual tactical combat and stuff. Because in Hearts of Iron you can actually control the types of units and your makeup and your doctrines, like what makes up your entire fighting force at a very fine-grained level. I think with bunches of DLCs you can even change the barrels on your tanks and stuff. It is wonderful. Oh hey, we're about to actually defeat the opponents. Heck yeah. Also, honestly, most of these towns, once you zoom in, they just look like a bunch of ruins. Just because of how much stuff there is going on. You don't see many games, like RTS games, having destruction of that scale. And that's just one very specific area of the map. Most of the cities and forests are kind of similarly impacted. And the fact that they could pull it off in a game that uses only about half of my GPU right now and half of my CPU, it is wonderful. Now of course I'm not playing with like the best graphics settings or anything like that, but still, what a wonderfully made game. That is surprisingly hard for me to play. But also we've been streaming for like 2 hours, and I do think that this could be a nice point to kind of call it a day, right? So I'm just gonna save it, and we are going to wrap up the stream.